Hey guys, welcome back to the Pulling Curls podcast. Today on episode 75, we're talking about the easy street of organizing. I've got 3 things. Most likely you already own them. One might be questionable, but they're not like rocket science. It's just things that make an organizing session go better and easier, and there's less motivation bump for me. Let's untangle it. Welcome to the Pulling Curls podcast. I'm Hillary, your curly-headed host on the podcast where we untangle everything from pregnancy, parenting, and home routines. I want you to know that there are no right answers for every family, and I find that simplifying my priorities is almost always the answer. It's tangled, just like my hair. Hey, could you leave a review? Thanks. Okay, before we dive into it, make sure that you get on my 5 words for organization email. It is a whole email series that give you 5 words that are going to help you organize. They're great. People love that thing. It's totally free. Just give me your email and I'll sign you up for the course. There's videos and encouragement in there. So sign up. This episode of the Pulling Curls podcast is sponsored by The Organized Home, the realistic way to manage a home, reduce clutter, and clean less. Ever wished you could relax with Netflix rather than worrying about the state of your home or that lost paper you need? No more needing hours to prep for company. Be prepared for any doorbell. Let's simplify organizing so you can enjoy life more. Save 15% with the coupon code UNTANGLED. You can find it at pullingcurls.com in the menu under courses or in this episode's show notes. Okay, so I know you guys all think that I have like this monumental will to get things done. And I do have a fair amount of will, but I also have really found a lot of things that make it easier so that I have less excuse in my brain to get going. So today I want to talk about 3 different things that you need to make organizing easier. Now, okay, the first one is a table, a surface. Now, this is a little bit easier in your kitchen because usually you have counters that you can put things on. But sometimes like when we're in an office, or I did my mom's pantry last year and she has a very small countertop in there and it wasn't anywhere near how big I needed to bring all the things out. So I went and grabbed a card table and it made it so much easier. Not only was it easier for me, but it was also easier for my parents who I was trying to get them to tell me if they wanted this brownie mix from 1997 or not. Actually, I just threw all that away, but do you know what I'm saying? It is a lot of motivation for me to think that I need to squat and pick things up constantly. If I can just have a table and lay things out there, it's faster and easier to just organize with that and then put the table away. So a small card table, or Costco a lot of times has those nice fold-up tables, can just make organizing easier. And you bring it in and then you take it back out when you're done. Okay, the next thing is bins. Now, I'm not talking about the clear acrylic bins or the fancy woven ones from Container Store. I'm just talking about they could be bags. I a lot of times will use laundry baskets that I normally use for laundry. And these 3 bins, you need a throwaway one. So that could obviously be a garbage can or a garbage bag. But I do find that it's easier if it's open at the top. So that's a lot of times why I use a laundry basket, because it's easier to just toss things into it. And then also a Goodwill one or a thrift store or a giveaway. Or if you're gonna have a yard sale, side note, don't lie to yourself and say you're gonna have a yard sale and then just keep all that stuff in your garage forever. That is not worth it. But if you really feel like you're going to have a yard sale, then those things could go in there as well. Oh, and then also there's one more bin that goes elsewhere. And you need to be honest with yourself with that bin. A lot of times you're like, I don't want to throw this away, so it should go somewhere else, when really it should be thrown away. So don't put a bunch of stuff in there, but it's things that obviously need to go to a different room. Like if you're in your kitchen and all of a sudden you find a kid's shoe, that would go in that bin. Okay, the last thing is a microfiber cloth, because if you've done my 5-word organization challenge, you'll find that I recommend to take everything out and wipe it, because it feels so much better when you have all the dust and whatever wiped off of the area and then start afresh and new, and everything feels new and fresher because the area is all clean. So the 3 things are those bins, a microfiber cloth, and a table or a surface to organize on. Not brain surgery, but they all just kind of make it easier and they make a more polished finished product, which increases my joy about the organizing immeasurably. And then next time I remember that even though I really want to watch Netflix, I know that I'm going to have so much more joy if I organize the spot instead. So those are the things I would recommend. Do you guys have something that you think makes organizing easier? I'd love to hear about it in the show notes. You can find it at pullingcurls.com/podcast. This is episode 75. And yeah, also, I have big, exciting news. The Organized Home is getting an update in 2021. It was wildly popular in 2020, and I was organizing quite a bit. And so I have all of these good ideas. They aren't going to cost a lot of money. I love watching shows like The Home Edit and Marie Kondo and all these things. But when they're constantly bringing in new bins to organize things, I'm like, this isn't a sustainable method for me and my family. So I think I'm going to have lots of good ideas for you, and I can't wait to see you guys inside. If you order right now, you're going to lock in the price that it is today versus the price it's going to increase to as we get through 2021. So check it out. It is in the show notes. Thanks so much for joining us today. I hope we helped smooth out a few of the snarls in your life. We drop an episode every Monday, and we always appreciate it when you guys share and review. Until next time, we hope you have a tangle-free day.